Todd Huffler with Drop Spotlight. I'm here at Hill Country Con with Theresa. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing good. How are you enjoying the convention?
I always love this convention because I love Bo and Brian as organizers. They really take good care of us artists and treat us extremely well and spoil us rotten. So, can't complain.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about your art.
Well, my art is actually in a bit of transition right now. So while I started off doing larger paintings that are more visceral and extremely high textured, kind of similar to the ones in the back, I've started moving into these petite paintings that are also oil, but they're more impressionistic, semi-realistic, and conceptual, but inspired by various fandoms. So that's my primary, but I also do these little crossover illustrations that I've done with Stitch and, crossing over into other fandoms, and as well as some bears that I cross over into other fandoms as well, like MHA and that type of thing. But I'm slowly phasing those out because I want to focus more on these petite paintings and go into more of that, more original concepts type thing.
What inspired you to get into just painting in general?
Well, I used to do landscape architecture, and when the market fell out in 2008, my husband asked me what was the one thing I liked to do most, and I said, well, I like to do the drawing part of the presentations, and he said, okay, why don't you go and major in art? So I went and got my master's in fine art, and I chose to do painting.
Nice. Who have been your inspirations for your artwork?
My inspirations come from all sorts of directions. Obviously, I have a love for everything geek and but in terms of my painting style, Van Gogh is a huge influence on me. I love Van Gogh. His stuff is very visceral. It has a lot of texture, a lot of colors. Monet is another one. So I'm very inspired by, I have that impression of, I have that influence of the Impressionists. But that's why even with my larger paintings, you see a lot of heavy, fat strokes with lots of texture. And even with these small ones, a lot of texture. So that's where my influences come from.
And your work is great. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
A lot of it looks like you do have a lot of fun.
I do. I enjoy it all. I wouldn't make it. And I have this rule that if I don't personally enjoy or know about the fandom, I don't make it. So that's a hard and fast rule for me.
Oh, I'm sure you've done your share of research into the fandoms and stuff.
Yes, I do research, but it's more of if I have to watch if it's a TV show, whether it's anime or a movie, I have to watch it, and if I like it and can draw inspiration from it, then that's when I create something. I don't create just to create. I create from my heart. So there's this belief that artists leave a piece of themselves on their canvas. And so, to me, that is very true in my representation of my art.
Awesome. Do you have a favorite piece that you have done?
I have quite a few pieces. It's like asking a mom, it's like, which child is your favorite? I would have to say when I did this Princess Leia, this is one of my favorites. I did that after Carrie Fisher passed away, and it just had a little bit of good meaning to me. So I just felt like I needed to do something to express that. So that's one of my favorites. But my other favorite, which I don't think I have a picture of here, is an X-wing that I did, which was a highly textured background. Actually, I have for the TIE Fighter version of it, which was a highly textured background with a kind of a shadow silhouette, but it was black with white. And I entered that into a contest. Sadly, did not make the cut, but that's one of the 3 paintings that got me started into doing Comic-Cons.
Awesome.
So.
Awesome. Well, Thank you for your time, Theresa.
Thank you. It's nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well. And this is Todd Huffler with Drop the Spotlight, and we will see you at the cons.